My name is Maria.
My name is Hugo.
Today I'd like to talk about the issues I've had with procrastination and perfectionism.
The issue that I experienced in first year was procrastination.
When I came back from a deferred year because I'd been sick and I had to submit assignments for the first time in quite a while. So I really wanted to do well in my assignments and to keep up my average from the year before the year I deferred.
When I was in the second semester of first year, I noticed that I was getting very complacent with my lectures. I noticed that I wasn't attending as much.
Because I didn't want my grades to drop at all, that I stopped myself from doing the assignments at all, and it was all backing up on top of me because I had more and more assignments that I needed to do.
I thought that because I might have been out the last night, I might have been hungover, I might have had a little bit of a sore head, that I thought, maybe I'll just give today a miss.
I think my issues with perfectionism really had started to make me anxious generally. I stopped wanting to go out as much with my friends, whereas before I always would have been quite social.
I didn't stick to anything. I suppose I was enjoying my social life so much that, and because I got lazy with college work, that also had an effect on everything else. I really wasn't feeling good in myself, knowing that I had such a workload to do.
What helped me was deciding that I needed to talk to someone. I decided I needed to go to counselling. First day, then I just went in, made an appointment, and that was definitely the first step. Even when you feel like you have that, that you're going to be starting in 2 weeks, or you're going to be starting in a week's time, then you do feel like you can start your own work, or at least you're going to get some kind of relief.
The first thing I did was I told my parents and I told my brother, who is doing a master's, so he has plenty of experience with this, and they all said the same thing: just stop trying to take the whole workload on at once, put some structure in, do little bits at a time, bite-sized pieces, and you'll find you'll be much more productive.
I think then once I started my sessions, I just kind of progressively started to deal with my issues more and more, and I was able to start doing my work and to get through what I needed to do for college.
Set myself a task, complete it in 20 minutes and take a 5-minute break. And then I would allow myself just to let my mind wander, or get a drink, or go for a walk, get some fresh air. Then go, after the 5 minutes had elapsed, then go back to it without fail. And I noticed that because I was doing bite-sized pieces, it didn't seem like so much of a workload. I felt like I was making progress every time.
I think it was good to share my problems with someone else, because especially in a counselling situation, it's not just your friend or your family member, so you don't feel like you're kind of burdening them. When you go in and you meet someone who's a stranger and who's not personally connected to you, they kind of can give you a different perspective on it. Just make it easier, just as stressed as it is, or as over the top of your fears might kind of seem to you, if you just can let it all out to them and they don't really care what you tell them. So once you kind of just clear your head in that way, then it's far more easy to start making changes and to put a plan into place and to be proactive about the situation.
It has taught me that I just need to watch out for me slipping into that kind of complacency, just it doesn't matter, it's only one lecture. But that can quickly become a habit, and it's a particularly bad habit to form.
If I was to talk to my earlier self about the experience I've had now, I'd say just start today. Just call someone.
Not be enjoying my social life so much that it impacts on my college life as well. There's a nice balance you can strike between the two.
So the longer you leave it, the more miserable and more stressed you're going to become. So I'd have to tell myself, just go do it.